Okay, coaches, in Chapter 8, we're going to talk a little bit about the run game. In our offense and our run game, we run inside zone, outside zone, power, and counter. And we run these a number of different ways. We can run them with the quarterback, with the tailback. We wind address them a little bit. But these are the four runs that we're going to hang our hat on year after year. We've had great success with the inside zone, with the outside zone, and one we've added this year actually was the quarterback sweep, because we had a very athletic quarterback, and we wanted to get him out there on the edge as fast as we can. So we were able to do some things with him that we haven't been able to do in the past. But again, year after year, we are going to run inside zone, outside zone, power, and counter. You can see by the diagram that I've got here on the screen, this is basically our inside zone. We're always going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. And we tell our running backs, you get one cut. It's either a bang, a bend, or a bounce. And you can see that I have highlighted the read guy that we want to read for our running back, when he's going to make that cut. Inside zone's a great play, and what I like about it is there's always going to be that bang, bend, or bounce cut, so the running back does have an option. Also, what I like about it is that we're always going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage, so it gives us another element in this play. So if they do crash down on the running back, the end keeps wanting to try to crash down. Our quarterback we can read him, and our quarterback can pull it, and we can move on to another option. Okay, coaches, now we're going to take a look at a film clip of inside zone. Here we're in basically our ace set. So we have a tight end with his hand down on the ground. It's kind of just like a spread set or a 2x2 set. We're just attaching the tight end. And what you're going to see in this clip is we're going to wind address it a little bit with some orbit motion with our slot receiver here. He's going to come in orbit motion around. But basically, coaches, this is just a wind address, and we're actually just going to run the inside zone here. We do run the RPO off of it, where we will throw, the bubble to the orbit guy if they keep on wanting to crash inside. But we were running the ball very well in this game, so we decided we were just going to just tag it with a orbit motion, but was actually just going to give it in the run, give the ball to the tailback in the run game, run the inside zone. We're going to take a look at the clip. I'm going to run it in slow motion so we can walk through it a little bit. Basically, and this is going to be a good example of basically the back door cut off of this. You can tell we're going play side right here. I'm going to stop it right there, and you can see what happens is they play it pretty well. Quarterback probably should have pulled it, and kept it, because we got a lot of room out there to the boundary, as you can tell. But he decided to give it, and one reason is our running back had run for a lot of yards in this game, and we were picking up a lot of yards on the ground with him, so he decided he's just going to give it. But you can tell as we get right here, he gets up in there, and watch him work back out. Okay, he actually didn't take that cut right off the bat. He actually worked in there. He filled the hole where he needed to fill. He hits it right there, coaches, and then he just trying to bends it back outside where we got blockers. That's a good job of our receivers blocking downfield on this play. That gives you a little idea of the inside zone with a tight end attached. Again, you can see there goes the orbit motion around. All right, so basically I'm going to stop it right there. We could have pulled it. We could have threw that bubble, or our quarterback could have been the runner here. But again, he gave it, and we can't fault him for that in this game, coaches. And he did a great job of reading it all night long. And but that's a pretty good example of what we're looking for and what we're trying to do in our offense with the inside zone. Again, it's a great play to have. Fast motion. There you go. Good cut. Getting outside. He's going to make his way right down there, right in to the goal line. Okay, coaches. The next one we're going to take a look at is going to be the power play. In our offense, power is Steelers to us. That would be our play name for it. Basically, it's just basic old power play. We're going to pull the guard through, and we're going to block down and double team the center right there, and our tackles are going to block man on. It's just basic old power play. We're looking to hit it quick and see what we can get out of it. I love the power play. Obviously, it's been around for many years and run with a lot of success. You know, but we run it just like everybody else does. Now, what we will do is if we can't block that guy, and you can see right here, I've got power read if we can't block. We do run the power read a little bit off of it. If we feel that we can do that against our opponent, we do have it in our arsenal, and we will use it if need be. Basically, we're just talking about the straight power play right here. And let's get into some film clips. Okay, coaches, the first one we're going to take a look at is going to be power play out of our ace set again. As you can tell, we've got the tight end attached right there at the top of your screen. We've got two receivers down. So basically, we're in a spread set, a 2x2 set. We just attach the tight end, and we're just going to run the good old-fashioned power play. You know, we like it. We definitely like it against a 3-man front. You know, you can tell they've walked that backer down outside over here. You know, that was kind of their answer to walk him over the tight end a little bit, but what they failed to do is they voided the middle right here. They've basically got one linebacker sitting in there getting ready to try to take on this power play. That's not a good scenario for, you know, a lot of defenses unless they've got some war daddies up front that can just hold us up and keep us from running that power play against that 3-man front. But I'm going to run it here. We'll run it in slow motion and go through it and take a look at it. All right. Again, we're gonna pull that guard. He's gonna come around. Okay. There he comes. He's gonna pick up that linebacker. I mean, that's just one-on-one with our guard and that linebacker. You know, he's coming through. He's searching. Found him. Bam! Hit him right there. Sealed him. And we've got numbers, coaches. I mean, that's a big explosive play in the run game. You know, again, against the 3-man front, power play is a great play. If you can get your attack and your guard through there and seal that one linebacker, that one lonely linebacker they got in that box sitting there, you know, that's a great play. In this next clip, coaches, I'm going to show you, we're going to line up, and I'm going to pause it. And what I want to point out is you can tell they're trying to run this kid on, okay? They're trying to run him on and get him out there because they thought he was a better, basically, nose guard than what they had in there before. He is a little bit better kid, but here's what keeps him from getting on the field is we're going so fast. Coaches, we're lined up, we're ready to go again. You know, as soon as this official moves off the ball, we're going to snap it. So he's trying to get out there, but they can't sub him in because we're going so fast. And I'll be honest with you, we have a bingo call, and what I did right here, coaches, is I called bingo. And basically what we're doing is we're lining up and we're running the same play, same formation. Everything's the same. We're just going to line up and run it really fast and, you know, try to take advantage of what they're giving us. Again, we're going to line up. Okay, we're lined up. We're waiting on that official to move. See, he realizes he can't get out there, and he runs right back off the field. And you know, we're getting ready to go again. You know, that's part of our offense, coaches. That's the tempo part that helps us out a lot in what we try to do. You know, we're going to run that same play. Here we go again. I mean, it's basically the same play. All right, and we're gonna gash them again. You know, I mean, you can't ask for anything better out there, coaches. I mean, again, we're pulling that guard through. He's searching for that linebacker. Bam, right there. That's a great job. You can't run the power play much better than that. You know, we'll run it in fast motion, let you look at it. But again, that's a great job. All right, coaches, the next one we're going to take a look at is going to be the counter play. Counter in our offense is called Redskins. You know, that's just what we call it. But again, we're running basically just the basic counter play. You know, we want to pull. We want to get out there in front and try to get to the outside or inside, depending on where we're at. I mean, you can tell that I've got drawn up here. It says running back must displace the linebacker. So that's basically what he's doing. If that linebacker flies, you know, he's looking to get up in that open area. Coaches, I mean, he's just basically looking for that one cut on the counter. You can't dance with the counter, coaches. That's what we teach our backs. You can't dance with the counter. You've got to take that jab step, that 2 jab step, away from the call, and then come right back and try to get in that hole as fast as you can because you can't dance with it. Don't like for them to bounce the counter because it's just hard to do and you know we don't like it. We want you to get up in that hole. So basically, we're wanting to hit it pretty quick. But like I said, we run a lot of the quarterback sweep stuff. So when that quarterback takes off that way, we're going to get a lot of flow going where that quarterback's going. and that's why the counter play is very good for us. Let's take a look at some film clips. Okay, coaches, the first one we're going to take a look at is going to be the counter with the tailback. You can tell in this set we're in what we call our duo set, so we've got tight end and wing coaches. So basically, when we call this counter with the tight end and wing, we're going to pull the guard, and we're also going to pull that wing also. So we got two pullers going on this counter play. Again, very good concept. That's a great way to get more leverage and more numbers out to the point of attack by using this wing in the counter game. I'm going to roll it in slow motion. We'll walk through it. Okay, so, and on this one we also actually tag it with a little fake jet just to get some eyes moving. This is going to be the very first offensive play of this game in 2016. So we're trying to move eyes here with this jet a little bit. Again, just window dressing to the counter. We like to window dress our plays. Again, here we go. We're going to come with the jet. Okay. So we're going to fake the jet. All right, and there they come. Okay. You see the guards pulling, and he'll go first. Okay. Right there, I'll stop it. Okay. So there comes the guard, and there's that wing, and they're both going to be pulling around here, just trying to lead for that tailback. You can tell at the start of the play here, coaches, we've got a lot of numbers coming right through here. With the guard coming and the wing back pulling, that's two guys out here blocking for that tailback, and there's a lot of grass out here. So you can see here we come. Here comes the tailback. And the first one, he's going to be the kicker. Okay, so he's going to kick the first thing he sees as he comes around. All right, so he's coming around. First thing he sees, that outside backer stepping down. He's just going to kick him. He's going to kick him out right there. Okay, and then the wing is just going to lead up in there. Okay, and we're going to follow right in behind him. Okay, again, that's a great way to get numbers on the edge and great way to get leverage is by getting them two pullers out there. A lot of people won't run this into the boundary. We kind of like running it into the boundary because a lot of people want to play everything to the field and don't want to respect the boundary, so we like to use the boundary in our pass game and the run game. So it just gives you a little idea. There's the jet again. You can see it one more time. We're just pulling around. Okay. Quarterback's not reading anything on this. He's just straight give. Okay. Again, that's a great play. We'll run it in fast motion. All right, there he goes. Here he comes around. And that's a great job. All right, the next one we're going to take a look at, coaches, is going to be quarterback counter. All right, so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to pull that guard again. And you can tell we're in another ace set. So there's our tight end. All right, and there's our receiver. So basically we're still in that 2x2 spread set. We just got the tight end attached again. Okay, so basically we're going to pull that guard. Okay, he's going to pull around just like counter. We're going to lead also with another blocker, another way of getting leverage to the point of attack is we're going to use our tailback, and he's going to lead also. So basically, again, we've got two blockers out in front of this quarterback, coaches, on this counter play, and just trying to get him, to the edge or up in there. Does a great job of reading it right here and having good patience. All right, we're going to roll it slow motion. Okay, there comes that guard. So he pulls. Here he comes. Tailback's leading up. So basically, how we do this, coaches, is the tailback ends up being the kicker, and that guard is just going to be the lead blocker is how we explain it. So tailback will kick first thing he sees, which is the end. Okay. Usually the end. Yep, it's going to be the end. And basically this is a 3-4 pretty much looking defense. That's a linebacker walk down. So basically he's the end man on the line of scrimmage. So tailback's job is he's going to kick him. Okay. So he's going to come down, going to kick him out. Quarterback's going to fold in behind that guard pulling. And you can tell right now, coaches, we got a pretty good play right here. Receiver's doing a decent job blocking on the perimeter. Okay. Again, in our run game, we want our receivers to be what we call violent in the run game. We want them to be violent out there on the perimeter. They can be the difference in springing a long run for us. All right, so here we go again, looking at it. There he goes, the kick, the pull. He's going to fold in right behind him. All right, good block right there, just enough of him to get by. And we're off to the races, coaches. We are off to the races. And again, this is the second offensive play of this game, and we just broke off quarterback counter for a very long run. And that's just kind of setting the tone of what we do in our run game. Again, that's a good look. All right, I'm going to run it in fast motion, let you see it as we go. Again, tailback kick, fold in there. Here we go, we're off to the races. Now it's just a foot race. You know, you can't ask for much better than that in the counter play. All right, coaches, the last one we're going to talk about, and it kind of combines a little bit with our outside zone, you know, with the tailback, is our quarterback sweep, which is Bronco to us. So basically what we're doing is we're reach blocking. We're trying to get to the perimeter, to the outside. You know, trying to get that quarterback on the edge. You know, we ended up doing a lot, and you'll see in the film, some years we can't, you know, you don't have those linemen that can just reach. I mean, they can just get out there and reach and move and try to get, you know, try to get moving. So if you don't have those, basically what we've done in the past and what we did a little bit this year also is we would do basically pin and pull. It's not drawn up on here, obviously we're still doing the reach. But, you know, pin and pull actually worked out a little better for us at times than just trying to reach, because you know, sometimes you just can't get those linemen just can't get moving fast enough to get out there. So another answer, you know, just to throw that in there is pin and pull is a great way to run your outside zone. We're going to take a look at some film clips, but in just a second. But you can tell what we do is we teach our receivers. You can see the boxes. We've got perimeter run rules, most dangerous to rally points. So basically, the way we're lined up here is he's going to step right there. Okay. He can block him, and then he's going to block that corner. And this guy's basically free to do whatever he wants to. So he can step in there and seal if he wants to. We can go double team that guy right there if we want to. Basically, we just want to make sure we got the most dangerous first threat blocked. You know, so, you know, right in here, if he gets in here, most of the time, you know, these linemen, if they're doing their job, they're going to get out there and they're not going to have no blow through by those linebackers. But you know, if we think we can't block it, he'll seal it right there. A lot of times we get a good double team on that corner and just get out through there. But let's take a look at some film clips. Okay, coaches, in the first clip you can tell we're in a 3-by-1 set. Actually, we're 3-by-1 set, and you can tell that you know, we've got they're kind of packed in the box out there, but they're playing over top a little bit. You know, they've got 3-on-3 with the safety, you know, pretty much off the hash. He's playing kind of in between. You know, basically what we're looking for is that grass. All right, so if we're looking at this play, you know, we're running that quarterback sweep. We're looking at the grass, so we can block all three of those guys right there. As long as we do our job, we can block all three of those guys. So that's what we want. So basically what you're going to see in this, coaches, you know, like I talked about, we went to the pin and pull a little bit on our outside zone. So we're going to run quarterback sweep. Again, it ended up being a little bit of our outside zone for the most part, you know, because our quarterback was very athletic and he was a pretty good runner. So we wanted to get him, you know, on the edge as fast as we can. So you can tell right here we're going to do a little pin and pull. Okay, and we're going to lead with that tailback. So that tailback's going to be our leader. So he's going to help seal this edge and get that quarterback out there on the edge. So we're in slow motion here. Okay. All right. Here we go. So there we go. It's basically pin and pull. All right. So we've pinned and we're pulling. All right. So block down, block down. If you don't have anybody to block down on you, we're going to pull. Okay. So if you don't have anybody to block down on O lineman, you're going to pull. So that's what we tell them. If you don't have anybody to block down, you're pulling. You know, that's about as simple as you can put it. You know, the kids, they adjusted that pretty good. All right, so there we go. We're pulling out in front. The tailback's leading. Okay, we're sealing right there. Nice seal. Okay, because they know that tailback's the leader to the perimeter. So that's a pretty good seal right there. Okay, and there we go. We've got to the outside, just what we're looking for. All right. Again, this is the first offensive play of this game, and that's a good way to get it started. All right, so basically we're telling them, you know, we're going to run this outside zone quarterback sweep. It's a staple for us, so we're going to keep running it until you stop it. And again, that's a great job of getting out there. Nice block here on the perimeter. He did a good job of letting him go, and he turned his back to him. Okay, that's a great job. Can't ask for much better there on the quarterback sweep. Okay, and we're going to roll it back, roll it fast motion for you. There he goes. All right, again, bam, nice seal. Tailback still leading. That's a great job.